Guys, Roach Rider here. I just wanted to, there's a few how-to videos on this, but I just wanted to make my own on how to clean and lube your motorcycle drive chain, and a few helpful little tools that I've found. This is a pretty popular one. It's called the grunge brush. See, it's got 3 sides of brushes, so you can kind of just stick it on your chain and it'll clean all sides like that. And it's also got this opposite end for you can use to clean your sprockets and stuff like that, or any nooks and crannies that you want to get into. It's like 10 bucks at Walmart, or that's where I got it. At least you can get it at other spots. And this is really sweet because I don't have a rear wheel stand yet. I got this for 20 bucks at Harbor Freight. It's just a little platform that you can roll your rear wheel onto, and you can rotate it freely, which you'll see in a couple seconds. All right. As you can see, I got my wheel up on this little rear wheel stand. It's got rollers, so I can just rotate my rear wheel. And to start off, you want to get some kerosene if you can get your hands on it. It's the recommended cleaner for most motorcycle chains. And what I usually do is I just take it and kind of get really close, make a couple sprays on the bottom end of that chain over there, stick my grunge brush, go back and forth for a couple seconds. Get it nice and clean. Rotate a little bit. Spray some more. A lot of people recommend putting a piece of cardboard between your chain and your wheel to keep from spraying on your wheel, but I just get really close and I try to be really careful, and I usually don't get any on the wheel. Alright, and you just keep that. For the sake of time, I already cleaned the rest of my chain, but if you haven't, if you've replaced your chain already, you want to look on these little bolts on your chain to find one that's different, and that'll be your master link, and you can use that as a point of reference so you can know once you've cleaned the entire chain. Mine doesn't have one, so I just kind of wing it. I just kind of rotate it more than I should to make sure that I got all of it. And once you do that, you can just rinse down your chain and you'll see all kinds of grit and grime get washed off. Alright, I'm gonna rotate this a little bit so I can get the other part that was around the front sprocket. Actually, you can kind of spray the front sprocket a little bit. You just want to get all that kerosene off. Alright, and it's always a good idea to clean your sprocket too. And get in there with the grunge brush. Get the other side if I can. Rotate and get this part that was behind the swing arm. Rinse that off. Sorry, losing my focus here. Alright, so I also forgot to mention, you want to take your chain guard off start off with if yours has one. Otherwise, you won't really be able to get to your chain that easily. Well, you could get to the bottom, but it just makes it easier. And now, I usually like to take a shop rag or two and just run it over the chain like that. Try to dry it off. Alright, then you can rotate it and get the rest. Also, we'll get any extra grit and grime off of it. And after you do that, you want to let your chain dry off, and then it'll be time to re-lube it up. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is you want to take your chain lube, which I use DuPont Chain Saver, and you want to spray. You want to rotate the chain twice, spraying these O-rings. You want to do one rotation for each side. So you want to just spray it like so. Oh, my straw is broken. So do one side, rotate, do the other side. I mean, do the same side, rotate a little more. And do that for, do you want to do that on the underside of the chain that's facing the sprockets? Alright, you want to get those O-rings nice and lubed up. It's not going to do much good to just spray it right in the middle. You want to do each individual side of O-rings. Alright, luckily I just finished in time. As you see, we're having one of our famous Florida tropical storms. I guess I really can't complain because in Florida we do get to ride year-round. We just have to deal with this rain every once in a while. More than every once in a while. But, okay, so like I said, I lubed both sides of the O-rings on the chain the whole way around. And now, to finish it off, if you have a Ninja 250, you can just slide your chain guard back on and then hook those two bolts up, one there. I believe they're 10 millimeters. If you don't have a Ninja 250, it's probably gonna be pretty similar, but there you have it, cleaning and lubing your chain. Alright, thanks guys.